Welcome to the finals of the 2022 Puerto Rico Open, brought to you by Predator and CSI. We're coming to you live from the Centro de Convenciones de Puerto Rico in San Juan, and we're here to bring you quite the matchup, quite the final here for the championship between Carlo BIADO and Daniel MACIOL. Carlo is from the Philippines and Daniel is from Poland. Please welcome Mr. Tim de Ruyter, who always joins me in the booth, and we always have a blast. And what do you think of this final, buddy?
I think this could be a really good final. We've seen Daniel beat Copigny in the semifinals, where he played, well, both played excellent, but Daniel beat Copigny in a shootout where he made all four. So under that pressure, he's showing that he's ready to knock on the door and maybe win his first major title. So I think this could be a real good matchup.
And that's the thing, that when you're knocking on the door, when you finally knock it down, a lot more doors open for you after that. Because now you got to a point where you truly believe in yourself and realize, yeah, I belong here, I can do this. And I think I can get used to doing it more often.
Yeah, like it goes with a lot of good players. Like when they finally win that first big tournament, then from there they just belong in that different class kind of zone. So had a good break there, nice break. Made a 5 in the side and does have a shot on the 1, but he's queuing over the 7. Only got to make it though. Stun the cue ball over. Oh, an expected miss, but like I said, it was not that easy as it looked. Maybe a little bit of early nerves too.
Could be.
So we're playing 2 races to 4 here, like in all other matches during the tournament. And if both players win 1 set each, we'll go to a deciding shootout. And that would be crazy if we have a shootout between these two.
Yeah, Carlos just went through a shootout with, wow, look at that shot.
Wow.
How could he hit that?
That's an amazing shot.
I mean, he hit it perfect speed, perfect spin, perfect thickness, just to control everything. The 1, the cue ball, everything. Look at that. But Carlo just had a shootout with Jesus Atencio, and Jesus, unfortunately for him, missed 2 out of the 4, and Carlo missed 1 out of the 4. And that's how he made it to the final. And same here for Daniel. Daniel also had a shootout with Copigny, and he didn't miss any, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 4 out of 4, indeed, yeah.
And Copigny missed, I think, the very first one.
Yep.
We commentated in that match.
Yeah, but what people also don't think about is, okay, like practicing the shootout at home. Okay, you know, like players will make a lot of them, they'll feel comfortable. Now, when they do it in the first round match, they'll feel a little less comfortable, but they can still scrape through.
Right.
Now, when you get to the end of the tournament, where you're playing for like a $6,000 difference, or in this case, it's a $12,000 difference in the final. Like now, the nerves are really bad. Like it's not that easy no more if you're playing under that much pressure. And people don't take that into consideration.
No.
So Daniel missed the kick, and Carlo got ball in hand. Ooh, almost scratched in the side there.
Yeah, that was strange there. Didn't hit it with enough spin.
Oh, it looked like he didn't even put inside spin on that, just top spin. So, but he's still on the 3, and I think this is key shot. If he can get nice on the 4 to drop low for the 6, should be okay. Can also decide to bump the 6. No.
Well, he hit it soft enough to try to make sure that the draw grab as soon as he hit the ball, so it'll come. He'll widen the angle a little more. But unfortunately, he wound up on top of the 6. See, I would have just used my extension. I'm not the timeout extension. I'm talking about the cue extension, and just go 3 rails on that one.
Yeah, forward. I was going to go forward to at least get on the left side. Well, he's standing here. Recovery shot. Speed was always the problem of the 6.
Playing in the same side, that's what he's doing?
Oh,
he's not going to like this.
Well, I think he's just okay, or at least he can see the 6 ball.
He might have a bank.
He hit that 4 a little thick, and well, yeah, you might have to bank it. There's not so many options. You can. The problem is you can keep playing defense, but at some point you got to go too.
Yeah.
And there is a bank, and it's quite straight. And if you make it, you win the game.
Well, did he call it? I would assume he called it. I didn't see anything.
I think he did. Oh,
wow,
look at that. Yeah, we got a big crowd here. Nice to see all the local Puerto Ricans and a couple junior players too in here, mixed in the crowd. Oh, and this.
Look at that shot. That's a fantastic shot right there. I mean, he had to be dead on with the speed.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes you make a great shot, and then the shot after is actually more tough, and you got to execute it so well. It's just like it's super tough sometimes. People also don't realize.
Yeah, because
what
he
he
would have
just
clapped
did.
the way they did for the bank, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like they didn't clap the same,
Yeah.
and that 7 ball was really good speed.
Yeah, he is on fire, Carlo. Carlo's just on fire.
Has the cue ball on the string.
And he almost got close. He came close to winning the U.S. Open the 2nd year in a row, which is not an easy tournament to win.
Well, there is not many players at all that get so close to doing a feat like that. Usually they still win a couple matches, but then they get overruled somewhere. But
I know Darren Amica did it. I think the other one was Nick Varner, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it's a special feat. Here we have Daniel MACIOL, I believe a runner-up in the European Championships. And also, I think like a quarter-finalist on the Euro Tour. So he's really been knocking on the door. He's a very good player, and a lot of players in Europe are very scared of him.
And understandably so, because I mean, he is super strong and consistent. Fans from Puerto Rico, they're so delighted to have all the world's top players over here.
Well, and it's about to get better and better, as today the World 9-Ball Junior Championships just started, and tomorrow the World 8-Ball Championships.
And talking about the World 8-Ball Championships, I was just notified that Mr. Tim de Ruyter is going to be participating in it.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you.
I got quite lucky, yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more, and they gave me the opportunity. I could not say no. So very looking forward to it. So made a ball on the break, and a tough 1 ball.
Do you think he's going to cut the 1 to the 2 and put the cue ball behind the 3A, or do you think he's going to bank it and try to draw it back a bit? Because he banks well. I'm asking because he banks well. That's why I'm asking.
I wouldn't mind going for the combo either.
Yeah.
Like the combo 1-2.
He just called the bank.
But the,
Yeah. But yeah, I see it. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that combo at all. Only because the 2 is further off the rail than the 1. When it's closer than the 1, then I feel
if you
more
play the
comfortable.
right speed, the 2 ball gets bigger. So yeah, the bank, he will lose the cue ball maybe a little bit. Has to play a good cue ball. This one say, oh, he held that cue ball perfect. I was scared that cue ball was going to run too much to the 2 ball, but look at the control on the cue ball is perfect.
Yeah, at this point, Carlo is en fuego.
Yeah, he's on fire for sure. Yeah, and he's a delight to look at when he's playing good. I love it.
Well, he might have to play safe here if he can't see that 3 ball.
If he places with a lot of left, he might still be able to twist the 3 ball to the right. But indeed, he's got a little short, so he might have to. No, yeah, he called it 2 rails.
He just needs to make sure he gets it past the 4.
The main thing he's playing here is just the cue ball.
Oh, he overhit it. He overhit it.
Where's that 3 ball?
You don't see him make a mistake like that often in safe.
Oh, let's leave the
left safety shot.
Good opportunity here for Daniel MACIOL. Yeah, put a little bit too much spin on there. There was just a tip of left, and when it hit the rail, it really took off on him. Chose to take a little gamble on the 3 to run into the 7.
And it paid off. You know, that could have easily gone wrong had he hit the 7 thinner.
Yeah.
Did you do the commentary for the women's final?
No.
No? Because I'm dying to find out who won. I don't know who won.
Wei.
Wow, she got Cheska in the final.
Yep.
So that's her first major tournament.
First major tournament and won 2-0 in straight sets in the final.
Congratulations to her. Wow, she must have shot lights out. Good for her.
Yeah, I had my well-deserved break. And the weather is just too good not to go to the pool sometimes. So played the short side of the 7. Definitely liked what he did there, and we'll have to go probably 3 diamonds forward to get a nice angle on the 8. Yeah, good speed on the 8 ball. So a good thing about this is he's always running towards the 9, so if he rolls this in with some right spin, it's guaranteed to be on that 9 ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't miss much, Daniel. Even though he missed that 1 ball, but that was, he was shooting over a ball.
But also, one thing I see is that he's playing a lot of big angles, so he doesn't really have to force the cue ball most of the times. That's what makes things a lot easier. And he levels the score 1 each. Daniel MACIOL will go for a short little break. Stay tuned, guys.
We're back. Rack number 3 between Daniel MACIOL and Carlo BIADO.
Well, and yeah, he did cut that 1 ball a little bit too much for, at least for what I like. I don't like to cut it this much. Had the cue ball going to 2.5 diamond there, and you can see also the more they start cutting the break, the more balls going to one side. And
yeah, it's crazy. He's going to put him behind a 3-5. I think more like 3. Is he going to try to set up a combo, possibly? That's what I think he was trying to do, is trying to set up a combo.
Yeah, so in this Pro Billiard series, we're playing Pro Billiard series rules. That means early 10 balls are allowed. So that, yeah, saying that, if he had put the 1 and the 10 together, as long as Daniel had hit the 1 ball first, he would have won the rack. So I'm glad he didn't push them together.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have been a smart move. You always see you'll push them together, and then the other guy makes a great shot.
Yeah.
Like it happened so many times.
So I wonder if he's going to try to hit the left side, or he's going to try, or the right side. So he decided to hit the left side of the 1 ball. Go 2 rails, have to use the 7 as a stopper. In a perfect world, that is.
Well, he's left a shot on the 1, but Carlo will be bridging over the 10 ball, and very tough to get on the 2. Might be even impossible. Well, of course, there's always a possibility, but
yeah. Carlo is one of the best I've ever seen shooting over a ball. Even when the cue ball's frozen, he makes it look like it's a hanger. Yeah, he's going to probably cross bank this.
Yeah, he's called it in the corner, top left corner. Try to run the cue ball all the way down in case he makes it. But I think he's played it more safety in mind than he was trying to make the bank. And well, good shot from where he was.
Oh yeah. Over here, the thing is, you have to make sure if you come off the 2nd rail, you don't hit underneath the 1 and scratch. Some players like to go 1 rail and hit it that, head on.
Yeah, no, I like to go 2 rails, and
Me too.
I'm trying to hit the inside always. I'd rather miss it on the inside than hitting it ugly like this. Like this was a guaranteed loss.
Well, let's see. I don't know if Carlo can make the one in the side. I mean, I don't even know if he can see enough of the 1 to come back for the 2.
No, I can. I
Can
think
he?
he can. Yeah.
So he's probably going to draw to about the middle diamond.
Yeah, maybe around the spot, around the spot where the 1 is racked.
Then play the 3 in the same exact pocket.
Yeah, just a 6 and a 5 could use some work.
Yeah, if he got an angle on the 4 and goes 2 rails, he can play the 5 in the same pocket as the 4. I think that's what he's thinking of.
Well, he's got a little straight on the 3, so he won't be able to shoot the 4 in the same pocket. But can he leave himself an angle to draw into the 6, maybe?
Well, I don't think he wanted to do that. I think he wanted to just draw back a bit so that way he can go 2 rails with the 4 to play the 5 in the same pocket as the 4.
Oh, he doesn't want to hit the 6, yeah.
Assuming the 5 goes. It looks like the 5 goes.
And that's the
I
thing,
mean-
from the top view it looks like it goes,
Yeah.
and then from this view I'm doubting it.
Yeah,
It's like,
because if it doesn't go, he might play it in the side. In worst case scenario, if he just doesn't end up with a good shot, he's going to have to play it safe.
oh, he's used his extension here, playing with a 30-second shot clock. 1 extension per rack per player.
Oh, look at that
Yeah,
shot.
that's
Nice
sweet.
shot.
That's a good shot.
Nice little draw there. Oh, that's a great shot. See, I thought he had too much cut on the 4 to do that.
Oh, he's left himself a little more angle on this 6 ball.
Yeah.
So we'll have to find another solution. Could play to the short side of the 7.
Or just run into
Okay,
the 10.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say or up and down. He had a little bit too much speed on the cue ball to roll
That
it.
was a crazy shot right there. I'm not saying like crazy, like bad. It's just how accurate it was. It's unbelievable. I mean, he hit it with just the right amount of spin so he can see the 7, but not scratch in the corner pocket. That's control. It's self-control.
Yeah, and that's what Carlo has done when he was playing Johan Chua in the last 32. I think I was with you. His cue ball was just so strong. It's tough to beat a guy that has a cue ball on the string like that.
Yeah. Now I'm a little confused here. I'm trying to figure out why wouldn't he hit it with more right to get straighter
get
on the
always
9?
straight,
Even if
yeah.
you end up frozen on the rail, you have a nice shot on the 10 and an easier shot on the 9. Not that he can't make this, but you know we've seen top pros miss this shot before.
Yeah, good thing though, you can play with a comfortable speed. And the cue ball was always going to go 2 rails for the 10. And this should take the lead again. Carlo BIADO, 2-1 up over Poland's Daniel MACIOL. Yeah, and slowly there's more and more people coming in.
Yeah, no, this place is, I'm telling you, wait till tomorrow. People are starting to get out of work now, so that's why they're probably coming, because Friday. But
Yeah.
come tomorrow and Sunday, this place is going to be packed.
Yeah, really great to see. I think really that's what the players deserve too. They spend their whole life practicing and chasing that big result, and then if there's nobody watching, I just don't think they deserve. They don't deserve the attention. So while John Lehman is racking the balls, we would like to thank our sponsors and partners for this event, of course. So we would like to thank Medalla Light, Runs of Puerto Rico, Discover Puerto Rico, Predator Cues, CueSports International, and our US Pro Billiard Series partners are Seabird Billiard Supplies, Kamui, Alpha Coin Cryptocurrency, Jam Up Apparel, and Fargo Raid. Thank you for supporting us, and make sure you check them out.
And another important reminder, there's still a lot of people that are contacting me, asking me if I'm doing commentary, because they're used to hearing me do commentary, but they don't realize that we have 2 tables for this event, which we've never done before. And one is being broadcasted on YouTube and the other on Facebook. So if you want to check out the one on Facebook, go to the Pro Billiard Series or the Predator Pro Billiard Series page on Facebook, and you'll find the other match there.
Yeah, I think also World Billiard TV is streaming.
For YouTube.
Yeah.
And Kazoom. If you go to kazoom.com, KOZOON.com, you can actually watch all the tables. You can watch not every match.
Yeah, you just have to register. You don't have to pay. It's all for free. You can check out every table right here in this venue. So let's go back. Broke made a ball, but no shot on the one. Push to the top left corner, and I'm not too sure about this push out because there's a couple shots he can play. Can shoot the 1 off the 4 and bring the cue ball behind the 2, maybe behind the 6.
I'm just wondering where the 4's lined up to. Is it lined up to the 2? Or is it lined up to the 2 where it's going to hit one side versus the other?
That's a good question. I was thinking maybe thinning the 1 on the right side. The 1 will move a little bit up table and the cue ball just behind the 9 on the short rail. Yeah, is there something on the 1-4, maybe off the 5, maybe into the 2?
Yeah, he has an option. I mean, it's not the best one, where if he were to hit the 1 on the opposite side, no, he doesn't. That's too thin of a hit there. I meant if he hit the 1 on the left side and came off the 4 and sent the cue ball back behind the 6, but he can't hit enough of the 4. Yeah, the 9 is actually slightly closer to Carlo than the 1 is, so it'll be tough to hit it thin and end up.
Oh, he's playing with left spin, so he might be twisting it. No, behind the 6.
Oh,
yeah, my first option.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. He used the 4 ball to send the 1 ball this direction. Well, he nudged the 6 ball a little bit, but still.
Well, that's why he put him behind the 6, because he nudged it. If he didn't nudge it, he would have let him see the 1 ball. But you know, he took the chance and it paid off. Well, we don't know if it paid off yet. He hasn't won the rack.
Well, I would not be disappointed if Daniel would jump this, to be honest. Because if he hits that left edge and brings the cue ball back up table, there's so many balls he can get behind. He's going Massey around real
Did
first.
he call the corner? You got to call the corner just in case.
Oh, and he's missed the whole one. Yeah, like you could see, it was very close. He was probably trying to thin the 1 and get the cue ball to the other side. And the only thing is, if he can get straight on the 2 to the side, the 4 will go on the other side, the 5 will go on the side, everything is nearby.
Yeah.
And like we just said earlier, his cue ball has been very good, so
oh yeah,
these kind of situations, he's even more dangerous.
Oh, he chose to play in the same, but again, his cue ball is so impeccable. That's a higher percentage shot there. It's tough to screw a position on that.
Well, he might have to do the same thing again. Not really sure.
Well, the opposite side. You mean with the 5 ball, right?
Yeah, well, the thing is that I'm not sure where he's going to play now. It might.
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
just going to leave the cut.
He might have to go 3 rails the opposite way, like he did with 3 ball to the 4.
This one, he needs a better speed than actually on the 4 ball. Because it's really tough to come too short or too far because you're crossing your positional area. Well, and I think he had it almost perfect. It's probably
draw
just
1 rail.
On like the perfect amount of left spin on the cue ball to not bring it all the way back to the center of the table, just to get him straight on the 7. And those are little details that show up if you watch it. If you really watch the little details,
Stun follow it a bit. Yeah, those little details make all the difference in the world. I always say it's the littlest ones that make the biggest of differences, right?
Yeah. So probably playing the 9 ball in the same side or in the corner. Yep. Yeah, and then
little tap tap.
we already have Carlo BIADO on the hill, and we only started 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's going pretty fast.
But that's the thing, when he's in his groove.
Yeah, when he's in his groove, he definitely burns the rug.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. And we still have 1 more week to go, so don't run too fast, Carlo. You still need that rug.
Yeah, you need to save some energy for the next tournament.
No, we need to save some rug for the next tournament.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. I told you we'll be right back.
No, it's not time for a break yet. Definitely not want to stop the players at this point.
Yeah.
So
I guess Wojciech is here to support current world 10-ball champion. Wojciech is here to support Daniel MACIOL.
yeah, there's a lot of people here to support, and it's funny. Every time I look over, there's more people around the table. I mean, I'm excited.
All the seats are getting filled, all of them. Most of them, they have people standing on the opposite side. There are no more seats.
Well, made the 7. And we'll,
Is the 2 going to get out of the way?
yeah, he's
It
got a
did.
shot on the 1.
7 went straight in. Look at that. I mean, I've seen the corner ball go in like that multiple times, playing 8-ball on the bar box, but
Oh,
hitting
yeah.
hitting the second ball first. Not the head ball, hitting the second ball.
Yeah, but that's the thing with the hand rack. They're hand racking the balls, so the little gaps in between the balls are different every
Yeah.
single time. So that
Yeah.
means that, you know, you don't know what you're gonna get. You
Yeah.
just break the balls the best you can do.
Yeah, it's virtually impossible to freeze every ball.
And to everybody that's doubting the referee racking, I mean, every single time the winner of this tournament is a champion. It's a big, I mean, it's one of the top players every single time. Not so many surprises.
Yeah.
So
Corner or side?
corner.
Yeah, I like
Just
the corner
corner, top
myself
spin.
too. You have more room for error.
Well, also, you play pocket speed, the ball, like, this is almost unmissable if you play it to the corner. You see, he hit that long rail first, but because of the speed, it always slides in.
But you don't have to worry about the speed. You hit the center of the pocket every time.
Yeah, I wish. Oh, boy.
Yeah, ba, ba. Every time you Tim the rotor is playing, all you hear is ba, ba, ba. The other one is like, you don't hear the ball at all because it's coming off the rail. You don't get to listen to the sound of the back of the pocket.
Oh, you're making me shy now. Stop it, please.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
kidding. This kid can play.
So, are you playing 2 rails here or 3 rails?
I like the 3 rails here.
Yeah, perfectly
Just
missed the
going
10
right
ball.
towards the 10.
The only thing I was
88.
worried about is you want to go close to the corner pocket to like make a nice angle to get in the center of the table, and sometimes you hit the 10 in that position. So, but he didn't.
Not if you're Carlo.
Yeah, not if you're Carlo. I mean, I would love to see a little bit more from Daniel, but he doesn't really get to shoot.
Carlo isn't really giving him the opportunity.
Yeah, and he's definitely going to make this 10 ball and win the first set 4-1.
Yeah.
Carlo BIADO, and what a performance so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable.
And we'll go for a short 2-minute break, and then after continue with set number 2. Welcome back to the Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open. Carlo BIADO just won the first set 4-1 over Daniel MACIOL and is breaking off in set number 2.
It doesn't like he need a ball here.
Yeah, and almost had that cue ball in the side pocket too. Got a couple bumps. And you see the replay. Broke the balls. Cue ball went that direction. And that 3 ball and the 5, they almost tapped the cue ball in.
So you're going to go underneath the 8, 10, and 2?
Yeah, send the 1 ball. Or the other way is okay too.
Well, as long as you hit it the right speed, I think you did.
Yeah,
Right.
this is a really good shot. The thing is that if you play it this way, you have to get behind the 7. If you play it the other way, you were most likely to get the 1 ball behind the 7 or the 5.
Right.
So more guaranteed cover, but maybe not as strong. Leaving the ball in the center of the table is most of the time tough to hit. More tough to hit.
Oh yeah.
Well, he has hit the 1, but what is he gonna give Daniel? Oh, this looks like a good opportunity to me.
This is a nice opening for Daniel here.
Yeah, so has a little off angle on the 1, so might have to play 2 rails, possibly 3 rails forward. Top left spin. Hit that very smooth, just does not want to get on the rails. And might be just okay.
It's always nice to see the action of the cue ball, how it just all of a sudden starts to, it's almost like a drag racing car, like a dragster. It shifts.
Oh, and a little surprised he played it this way.
I think he wanted to get straighter on that 3 ball. I think he meant to hit a little harder.
Yeah, so tough shot on the 3. Just still has a shot to the corner. I think he has to shoot it to the corner. You don't want to mess with the 5 and the 9.
No, this is a must when it comes to shooting it. The corner's definitely the
Yeah,
shot.
definitely this angle. I'm shooting this to the corner.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes 3 rails here if he feels uncomfortable hitting it soft with soft draw.
Yeah, me neither. I think I do like just the stun over though.
Oh, he just rolled it.
Oh.
He missed that. Yeah, he missed that. He's having a difficult time getting started here, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side, what can you do? You won the first rack, or maybe the second rack, and after you just see your opponent break and run out and hooking you every time between balls and stuff. You know, it's.
And he's virtually playing almost perfect pool.
Yeah, this is the first shot Daniel has missed, and he's down. Well, he lost the first set 4-1. Now he's going to be down 1-0. It's very tough.
Just need to be careful here not to get behind the 7. Oh, he overthrew that, but he's good here.
Yeah, he's okay. He can still roll it in again on the 7. Even play with a little inside if he wants to stay away from the 7 a little bit more.
So he made sure that he left enough angle on the 7 so he can go 2 rails right towards that 8 ball.
Yeah, played it 2 rails just to always run towards the 8, right? Just to make sure that it was always guaranteed on the 8. And really
low right? Sorry.
Everything is coming together here too for him.
Yeah.
Low right, same thing. No, he's got a little strange angle on the 9. He can draw back, but it will be close to the side pocket on the rail. Could also play forward, but we'll just do the minimum. So he didn't want to draw back all the way back. He just took a little longer 10 just to make sure he had a shot.
More importantly, he didn't have to shoot off the rail, right?
Yep. He draws first blood in the second set. And Daniel MACIOL is leaving the arena, wants to take a little break. And so are we, so we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Puerto Rico Open.
Wow, this place is packed. I love it. I absolutely love it.
The crowd is having a great time. I mean, I'm loving this.
Commercial cheer. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a great time.
Yeah, so both players just left the arena for their 5-minute timeout just to refresh a little bit. And I see this more often after that first set. Most of the times both players go out of the arena because it's tough to it's 2 races to 4 and players think it's too tough to play perfect pool in 2 races to 4. That's why they really need that extra break.
Yeah, that definitely helps them gather their thoughts a bit, rethink their strategy if they need to modify it. Are you going to check out the Mosconi Cup this year?
I won't be there, but I'm always watching.
Yeah, I'll be watching it too. I'm really excited about that event.
Yeah, great events, and really happy that events like these, like the Mosconi Cup, are there. I mean, it's a good thing. Oh, and here we have Wei winning her first major title. This was the replay from the final just earlier today.
I'm happy for her. She's a good kid. That's awesome.
I mean, she also played a final in the World 10-ball Championships and lost. And she didn't even show up in that final, so I'm so happy for her that she finally got to play her game, you know? Yeah, it's just a fantastic performance. Very happy for her, and she'll be happy with $20,000 too.
Look at her, she can't believe it. She's like in awe. It's awesome. I know the feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great performance, and looks like she's really enjoying it.
Yeah, like she said, did I really win? That's what it looks like. Did I actually just win?
Well, and also congratulations to runner-up Cheska Centeno from the Philippines.
Yeah.
I think she won $10,000 around that, so not too bad either for playing pool for a week.
Yeah, they both have a bright future.
Yeah, and here's the crowd. I mean, just patiently waiting for the players to come back, but they are very excited. They've been very good so far. And a round of applause for the players.
Very enthusiastic crowd. You know, one of the traditional things to do in Puerto Rico is baseball and pool. It's very, very big here.
Yeah, so it's very cool that everybody's showing up here. I'm actually really surprised that there's so many people around here, so let's go back to the match. Carlo BIADO is breaking off in rack number 2. Ooh, almost made the 1 in the side, but he's making the 3, and is the 1 going out? No.
No, he's gonna have to. I mean, he might bank it.
He might be able to bank this.
He might bank it and either cut the 2 or end up with another bank on the 2. See, he has kind of like a two-way shot here and may possibly leave the cue behind the 8 and 10 or the 6.
Yeah, it just really depends on how much he can see from that 1 ball, excuse me.
And also depends on whether or not he can avoid that double kiss. Remember we were talking about whenever you have 2 balls lined up in a straight line of the pocket.
Especially when you try to cross it from the back, that's where you usually find the kiss. Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's thinking about kicking it. Oh, I like this. If you kick it, you hit slightly the right side of the ball. There's a big safety opportunity.
Yeah, behind the 6, 8, 10. I'm not sure what he tried to do there.
Oh, the only thing I was wondering is he was playing this with topspin, and I would have probably drawn the cue ball behind the 6 and the 10.
I think he tried to hit underneath the 1 and hit the rail and spin underneath the 6 and the 10.
Oh, that's
You
tough.
think so? Because I
don't know.
Yeah.
I actually, to be honest, I don't know what he was trying to do. So Daniel with an opportunity, but this shot is very tough. This is, especially with the cue on the rail, it's tough to get to the right side of the table. So if he can cut this, just cross over next to the side pocket and bank the 2 ball, I think that would be his best. Oh, he's jacking up.
Yeah, that means he's trying to play the 2 in the same pocket.
Oh,
Like he was trying to play the
yeah,
2 in the same pocket.
It just makes the shot so much more difficult.
Yeah, it's a very tough shot. But I remember when I was his age, I wanted to jack up and do everything. I wanted to elevate the cue all the time and do the same. I thought I was Superman. I thought I could make everything. I made it a lot, but I missed it a lot too.
Yeah, it gives great shots and not so great shots. So
Go
rail
here.
first.
He has to make sure he hits it thin enough to avoid
Yeah.
the 5 and the 9.
Falling good
Excellent
speed.
speed.
Was
Well,
always-
he's going to end up over the top of the 4, is he? No, he's
Yeah,
good.
but
He's good here.
He's
good.
bridging over the 4, but it's not really a very tough shot. Like he doesn't have to pound the ball and he can soft stop the cue ball.
Well, I was afraid he was going to freeze on the 4.
Yeah, yeah, no, that would be horrendous. Yeah, and now again all the hard work is done. Probably go 3 rails forward. Leave the 5 for the top left corner in this view.
Yeah, he seriously doubt he's going to try to go between the 8 and the 9.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
cool.
I don't really. Would be cool, but no. Well, did underhit that a little bit. It would be nice to be really close to the 5
Yeah.
because you gotta have a really nice position for the 6. Because options are limited on that 6 ball.
I wonder what kind of angle he has here, because he might have to stun follow this 3 rails to take a longer shot in the 6, unless he has just enough angle where he can draw it past the 8 and hit the bottom rail and the long rail and come back for the 6. It's hard to tell. There you go. You see, Tim? Look at the angle.
Yeah.
He might have to. He's either going to stun it long rail or draw it bottom rail long rail.
I think he's gonna draw it. Oh, he did stun it.
But that's a tough shot.
The only reason why I like that super draw more is
Yeah.
because you are always going to see the 6.
Yeah.
Even though you don't come back out high enough, you always
Yeah.
get to see it. This was super tough, and actually I think he did a good job because he still punched out a lot of angle.
Yeah, well, he came out as far as he could, given the angle that he had.
So, is he kicking to make this?
I would assume he called the pocket.
Oh,
Wow. He didn't make it, but he scared him a bit.
oh yeah, that's for sure. And the crowd was scared too. Everybody went, ooh. Oh, on the other side, if he had made it, that 7 ball would have been.
Yeah, but they would have still gone nuts if he would have made it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But if he would have made it, that means he would have hit it a hair thinner, so the cue might have had a little more movement. Right?
Hopefully, hopefully. So probably playing low right in between the 10 and the 8. Yeah, nice cue ball, good control there. And really needs to get that game on the board and get going. Last time, I do remember he got that game, and I think he had a dry break.
That's what's killing him.
Didn't
I
really
think.
get going. So stunning off the rail. So very interesting his technique that when he stuns the ball, he's aiming very low, and in the last moment he goes straight through.
Yeah, it's amazing how many different techniques players from all over the world have. You have some that aim the cue ball in the center and swivel at the last second. I knew a player that whenever he wanted to hit the ball with follow, he would aim the ball low, brought the tip up, and vice versa. When he wanted to hit it with draw, he would aim it high and hit it low. It was the strangest thing, but he was an amazing player.
Oh, got a little short on the 9 for the side. Of course, can still play it, but will have to travel around the table. possibly short rail, long rail with a lot of left on this 9. Like that the most. And he could still hold the cue ball. It's just that easy. So this 10 ball to get his first game on the board, and yeah, really needs all the table time, to be honest. So 1 each. Looking forward to see his break. I'd like to see if he can make a ball on the break and get going a little bit.
Yeah, it's
I want to have a real final, not one where, well,
there's a whitewash.
I mean, if Carlo plays perfect like he did in the first set, and he whitewashes Daniel, then I will clap for him for sure.
There's current and reigning world 10 ball champion,
Yeah.
Wojciech.
Wojciech Szewczuk from Poland, of course, there to support his fellow countrymen. Yeah, Daniel MACIOL, still young. I think he's around 22, 23 years old. Seem to make a ball. Just the only thing I'm wondering is that breaking from the side, like we've seen like Coupigny break from the center of the table all the time. They were spreading a little bit more.
Five ball is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
He might have to run 3, 4 balls and play safe. Would you consider leaving the cube on the center of the table here and shoot the 3 and go underneath those balls and break them up, or would you be too worried about ending up tied up behind one of them?
Would you consider going into the 9 right now, just soft?
Yeah,
little bump.
No, you
9
can.
or the 5.
You can, absolutely.
Oh, he's not gonna do it, but just top spin would definitely run softly into the 9 with the 3 to the side as a backup. Or is he gonna roll this in and trying to leave himself perfect on the 4 so he can still play forward? Very sensitive speed shot if he wants to do that.
Well, I wasn't sure if he can. Do you think he had enough of a thin hit to go off the rail first with the 2 and run into them?
I think so.
Because if he did, then that was a shot.
Yeah, I did like that.
Because he was guaranteed the 3 in the side regardless.
But on the other side, I think this was his original plan. I think he has a mini angle to work with. He just doesn't really look too happy.
Just wanted to play safe.
Well, he probably wanted to have a little bit. I mean, I'm running into the 9 here.
Yeah, but if he runs it dead square, he might end up
just
behind
make sure
it.
you play full topspin. Or that.
Very
I mean,
nice. Very nice.
yeah, he made it work. Perfect nudge on that 5 ball. He's been just too strong with his cue ball. If you look at the angles he's leaving himself, bumping the balls open, it's just. Did you expect him to run out after the break?
There? No. I thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna play it safe on the 5. Yeah.
I mean, it's just he's playing very strong, and. Like
but that's what happens when you have a good cue ball like he does.
Interested that he played it with inside. As playing with 3 rails around would have gotten him straighter on the 8. But it doesn't mind. He's just playing top spin, probably with left, or just center ball, just trying to miss the 9 and go to the other side. Oh, he was still going in front of it. So he
I like that shot.
So he was straighter on the 8.
Yeah. He had a fuller hit on the 8 ball.
Yeah, Carlo BIADO is
he's again, he's burning the rug. I'm telling you, he's burning the rug.
Yeah,
He's going around the table so fast, he's burning around.
Well, it's a pleasure to watch.
Oh, it is.
I just feel a little bit for Daniel MACIOL,
Yeah.
especially after that, like that really good semi-final he played. We've really hoped that he could come up with his game, but not yet. Not
Well,
so.
you know how funny this game is. Things can happen and change in a whim. But one thing's for sure, if Carlo does win, it's his time now, and Daniel have many more opportunities given the fact that he's so young and obviously he's dedicated. See, right now he's telling himself, I am Carlo, I must win.
Yeah,
You'd be
just-
surprised I don't think you'd be surprised what we say to ourselves to pump ourselves up. when we're in
Oh
the
yeah,
chair.
yeah. I usually go like, okay, come on, good break now.
Yeah.
And then when I have a good break, I'm like, okay, nice, now run out. That's how I usually talk to myself.
And then rinse and repeat, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it works, I do it again and again. No, definitely, you gotta thrive yourself. Nobody else is going to be able to do that when you're in your chair. And he's been breaking from the same spot every time and has been having quite good results, so I'm surprised that Daniel's not been doing the same thing. And a lot of balls moving, but no.
Well, unfortunately. Well, I mean, he might be able to jump it if he
No,
can't see it.
I think he can make it.
Yeah, he can make it. Good for him.
And the 2 ball is next to the 1 ball, so it's left.
That little kick. And the 3 goes. The 3 definitely goes.
Yeah, the 3 ball goes. That's what I'm saying. It's an open table. If he can get nicely on the 3, 4 on the side, 5 next to it, he could tie the score. He needs to tie the score here. So it just really depends on his speed, what he does here.
Ooh, for a second there, I thought he overcut that.
Well, if you look at the speed, I think he hit it the way he wanted to. A little draw for the 4 in the same corner pocket.
Just follow a bit. Oh, he decided to go the other route. Would you go 2 rails here? I would go 2 rails here. I mean, some people feel comfortable going 1 rail right towards that 6.
I mean,
But it's a little
I don't
tougher
mind
to
top right. Top right is still okay. Oh, but he didn't really put a lot of.
Yeah,
right
no,
on there.
I don't think he had the angle to do that. Because
Oh.
he had a full enough hit where the ball's going to go forward a bit.
Yeah, but it really didn't look like he put maximum spin on there. I really think he could have missed the 9.
Yeah, because if he's straight on this ball, he's going to have to draw all the way back.
Yep. And it looks like he's got a small angle if he draws. He's drawing towards the 9, so that's really nice. We'll still have to do it either way. You just got to shoot. Going forward.
Great shot right there.
Oh.
No, I don't think he's worried about scratching from that angle. And what a great shot that was.
Says the guy with a cool face. Wow. I was sweating here. Just look at this. He took the point there, so.
Yeah. 2 rails here. Even if he got straight on the 8, he's fine. Either side is good.
Yeah, he's straight on the 8. So he's really grinding here. He's really trying to scrape through this rack. Yeah, left himself an automatic angle to get to the left side of the 10. He's just checking where he wants to be to tie the score 2 each.
And this to tie it to a piece, like you said.
There it is. 2 each. And gave a little answer to Carlo, saying, I want to win.
Yeah. Because I am Daniel.
I am Daniel. Yeah, nice to see a little battle. We'll go for a short break.
Okay, we're back with Daniel MACIOL about to break the balls. He's decided to go to the center this time, Tim. Let's see how he hits these.
Yeah, glad to see him change the cue ball. Yeah,
Oh,
nice
he really
break,
smashed
and
those.
that's what I'm saying. Makes it 3 no. Oh, and
Almost, yeah.
left
It's
again,
just
open table. It was the risk, but on the other side, look at how the ball
Yeah,
spread.
It's worth the risk. You're not going to find out unless you go all out. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah. If he had broken from the same place, I mean, it just gave a bad vibe at some point.
Yeah. And you saw Carlo jump out of his chair when he saw that he was
Oh,
given the opportunity to run out again.
especially on this score too. He can get on the hill first, and that's always a big thing. Oh, he did
He
draw
overhit
that
that
back
a
a
bit.
little bit too far. He's a little bit too much on fire. But he can leave himself long on the 3. Taking no risk here, just stopping the cue ball next to the 4 and leaving himself a nice angle to come back up for the 4 ball.
Now, do you go between the 7 and the side here?
Yeah, I do like
because
that.
I don't really see anything else. Unless he tries to go between the 5 and the 7, but I don't think his cue ball control is so good. It doesn't matter. He's not.
He
not
can go
gonna work.
straight down. Just
Well, that's why it looks like he's
between
hitting
the
with
5 and
inside
the 8.
spin, right? So he was trying to go between the 5 and the 7. I don't know if he's going to like this angle. Does he have
yeah.
enough to escape the 9?
I think he can still do it with quite some left spin. But on the rail, a lot of left. Well, no.
No, he's
Yeah,
going to
this-
have to. He's going
He's
to
elevating, yeah. Just a little bit though, just to make that curve around the 9. And put left spin on there. And left himself a good angle to go 1 rail to the 6 ball as well. So 1 rail, just some draw. A little short.
Yeah, he's good here, though.
Yeah, but I would have liked to be a little bit more straight as the 7 is just next door.
I won't even mind if he bumps the 9 ball just a hair, just to slow it down a bit.
Oh.
As long as he doesn't put it too close to the center of the
Ooh.
see?
Oh, he hit that really thick though to
Yeah.
slow the cue ball down.
That's what we call living dangerously.
Living on the edge.
Living on the edge.
So just 1 rail back up.
Now ends up with position on the 9 to come 3 rails. Right by the second diamond for the 10 ball.
far. He still has enough angle to go around. Has to watch his shirt though. Doesn't want to touch the 10. Would be quite a cruel way to go down.
Oh yeah.
3-2. Oh, played it perfect. It's about to get straight on the 10. So Carlo BIADO is on the hill. On the hill for the championship.
Yep.
And I am wondering what more can Daniel MACIOL do to turn this around.
Yeah.
He's got to pray for a shot with an open table on Carlos after Carlos break, and then find that golden break somewhere. But
I tell you what, if by some chance one of the Puerto Rican players draws one of the top players and they end up playing on this arena table, if you think there's a crowd here, whether you see the crowd you'll see if we end up having like Alan Rolón or someone on the table.
yeah, we had one Puerto Rican player on the TV table earlier this week, but it was very early in the morning. So I did really understand that people also like to sleep. You know, it's a common thing for a human being. So, but
yeah,
I'm
it
sure
definitely helps survive.
Yeah.
And get through the day.
So that same break. One ball, no. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about.
This is exactly what Danny was hoping for.
I wasn't trying to jinx him, but it worked.
So what would you do here to get on the 2? Would you go 2 rails with a little bit of follow, come between the 3-7, and then use the 2 ball to come across for the 3?
Well, there is quite the scratch. Like
Or
most
you
of
go
it,
rail
you can,
first
there is a
or
scratch. I like draw, to be honest. Draw back, played with just enough draw to if you get
So
close
just
to
get
the
past the
7, you
7.
bump the 7.
Nice, very nice. Main thing there is he made sure he hit it with enough draw to draw it past the side pocket.
Yeah.
Or he hit it full enough to make sure. This is what I meant to say. Because if you hit it too thin, you're going to go on the side regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, like I said, he had the right speed. And in case he bumps the 7 was not really going to be nearby the cue ball. So good shot. Now we'll draw back to the other side.
Very nice control.
Now needs a good angle on the 4 next. Or no, the 5 ball does go in top right corner. So
Yeah, the 5 and the 6 go in
if
the
he
corner.
can get quite straight on the 4, not perfectly straight, but just a small angle, he can get off the rail for the 5, and the rest is history. Yeah, came up a little bit short.
Yeah, he's fine. I think he can hit it still full enough to get that little draw. And then have the left hand spin.
It really needs to be on the other side of the 5, like this angle, or does it? That 6 ball goes, right?
Yeah, you're right, man. Completely, the way he cues a ball is strange. It looked like he was aiming the cue ball to the right in order to hit to the left. I'm not sure what he was. Yeah, I guess this is just his style.
Well, he jacks up the cue quite a bit, and then the moment when he starts to strike the ball, he levels it. So he kind of drops the elbow, but he has a really big elevation usually.
Wow.
And it used to be a lot more too. Like it got a lot better now.
Overdrew that, but fortunately for him, he's straight on the 7.
Yeah, he's okay here. Yeah, I wouldn't do too much. Just make the 7 stop the cue ball.
Yeah, that way you have
Guarantee
an angle
some
on the
angle.
9.
played it full stroke. Could have went straight to the short rail, but then the speed was kind of tough, and sometimes you get on the rail, and this way he was always going to have a nice angle. And well, Daniel MACIOL is making it 3 each here in the second set.
This is what people love too. And do we love our shootouts, Tim?
Oh yes, we do. Yeah, so 3 each, and this is a very big game. Carlo is playing for the championship title, and Daniel MACIOL is trying to hang in there and go to a shootout.
And you know Carlos will prevent it if he has something to say about it. So you know Carlo is praying or hoping that Daniel comes up dry in the break or makes a mistake in this final rack of the second set.
So breaking from the center. It's a good break here. Make something. Give it all you got. Four ball, cue ball.
Ooh.
Ooh, he didn't scratch, but
He didn't make a ball.
how is that 2 ball ending up? Is it gonna? No, it's not
Slowed
gonna
down.
tie up with the
Slowed
9.
down.
I was thinking maybe if he gets together with the 9, it could save him, but
Yeah.
this is not looking too great for Daniel.
See if he's gonna bump off the 7. Oh, he doesn't have to. Nice. Now he's just gonna bump off the 9 here. Probably stop the cue ball in that area.
Yeah, would not even mess with doing too much. Just make sure
Yeah.
you're not
You have a
bridging over
natural
the
angle.
9.
Yeah, you have a natural angle. Even if the cue ball ends up frozen on the rail. So he's probably going to play the 4 in the side and the 5 in the same side pocket, depending how he gets on the 4. Look at this shot, Tim. Look at the cue ball.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
just, well, I mean, very fortunate bump actually.
Yeah, this is going to, if he gets out, this is going to hurt Daniel for a while, but he's only going to grow from this.
I mean, he's played in a fantastic tournament, and it's not a shame to lose to a player that is playing like this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Carlo has been really
Consistent, yeah.
well, and just he's almost raising the limit here. Like he's
raising
raising
the
the
bar,
bar.
for sure.
Yeah.
He won a couple of very close matches too to get here. He won a close match against Kachi. Yeah, I think he's still good here.
Well, he was stepping the cue on the floor. He was really
Yeah.
scared when he hit that ball. Might have to go 3 rails around if he can't hold the cue ball, which is okay. Or 2 rails. Can he still just drop it in and don't scratch, leave himself a nice 2 rail angle. Oh, he was fine there. Yeah, and Daniel, he looks like he knows what's about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really hoping for the shootout.
Yeah, and I mean, even though he didn't really get so many opportunities, but he still made it 3 each in the last set, just by fighting hard and trying to stay in there. That deserves some respect too, in my opinion. It's not easy to do that sometimes.
Look at Carlo. Carlo's like running to the table. Everyone's taking out their cameras to take a picture or a video of the winning shot.
Yeah, he's perfect. Perfect on the 10 ball here. I mean, could have gone straight, but oh, he's calling his extension, so there is some nerves. He was looking so comfortable. I thought he was going to be easy, but it's 10 ball for the championship. Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open. Carlo BIADO. And what a performance from Carlo BIADO.
Yeah, that was a fantastic performance. Very well earned.
Yeah, always puts up a great show.
Came in first out of 128 players. Very humble human being too, good guy.
Yeah, and also a big respect for Daniel for his second place here. Yeah, it has been a great week so far, and only more to come with the World Junior 9 Ball and the World 8 Ball Championship. So make sure you be there tomorrow, because we'll be back at 12 p.m. with more action. Make sure you stay for the prize ceremony.
Tim, it's always a pleasure. I look forward to doing some more. And interestingly enough, some 8-ball matches. Talk about little patterns here and there and strategies.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so this was Tony Robles and myself, Tim the Ruyter, in the booth. And we would love to have you after for the prize ceremony. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
this side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the trophy ceremony for the 2022 Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open here at the Puerto Rico Convention Center in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Listen, I'm shy.